Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is the last day of 2019. I can't believe it, but I also, I feel like this year really was the longest year ever. This year dragged on. Everyone says that this year flew by. I feel like it really dragged on. That's just me. Anyways, I'm super excited about today's video. I'm going to be talking all about my favorite products from 2019, and if you missed my last video, I did all of my ColourPop favorites, so there will be no ColourPop in this video because I wanted to keep it separate because there was so much ColourPop and regular products, and there was just too much. It was going to be a really long video if I combined them. If you missed that last video and you want to see my ColourPop favorites, then go check that one out. But today, we're just going to be talking about the things that I've been loving this year. I feel like most of these will not be a surprise. They're pretty obvious, and I'm very predictable. I use the same stuff all the time, so nothing in here I'm sure will be like, wow. Maybe one product, but other than that, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I like. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. Good. A lot of good. A lot of bad. But it's been a crazy year. 2019 has been wild, so let's get into it because you guys know I talk a lot, and again, I'm still sick. I can't help it, okay? I have been sick for the entire month of December, basically, so that's been lovely. Let's just get into it. I have my list of stuff here. It's sectioned off between eyes, face, lips, and then skincare stuff, so we're going to start off with eyes. And I just have two palettes today. Mainly because most of the palettes that I used were a lot of ColourPop, so those were all in my last video. I have two right here. So the first one, it's actually funny, I didn't realize that this launched this year. I feel like, I'm telling you, it feels like this year has been so long, but it did actually launch the first week of January, and this is the Time Los Angeles Pink Infatuation palette. This is what she looks like. It is my favorite. I still love this palette so much. It's what I have on my eyes right now. If you guys don't know, Time Los Angeles is my friend Ashley Wagner's brand, and I love her to death, and she really creates the best products, you guys. So her Pink Infatuation palette has definitely been a go-to for me literally all year long. You guys know I love pink eyeshadow, and when she came out with this, it was a godsend. I love it so much. The pigmentation is amazing. The shimmers in here are so pretty. Love Potion shade on the bottom is the most stunning fuchsia shimmer ever. It's a Super Shock shadow kind of formula. I used this palette to death this year. Mine is really busted. You guys can see how dirty it is. I really used the hell out of this palette this year, so definitely had to throw this one in there. I do have a code with Time LA, and it is just Katrina 5. I'll put that down below in the description box if you guys want to pick it up and support my friend Ashley. Honestly, I really had to think about another palette that I really love this year, and this is the Ace Beauty Flare palette. I loved this palette when it first came out. I used it a ton. This is what it looks like. I love the colors in here. I can do so many different looks with it. I love the greens in this palette specifically. These two right here were my shit when this palette came out. I was using it all the time. There's some burgundy shades in here, oranges, the blues in here are so good. I just love this palette. I love Ace Beauty palettes still, and this was no exception. This was definitely my favorite that they launched this year. I also really liked their Oceanic palette too, but I think I liked this one a little bit more. Their palettes are really good, so definitely had to throw this one in there and give this one a little shout out. Pretty much it for the eye stuff. Moving on to the face products, which I feel like has the most stuff. I loved face products this year. I feel like this year was definitely the year of complexion, and a lot of face products came out. We started off the year with hella complexion videos. You guys remember that? There was so many foundations coming out literally the beginning of the year. So again, will be no surprise, the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation. This is hands down the best drugstore foundation ever. This is I'm pretty sure I used this about 70% of the year. On the day I filmed the video, which was literally the first couple days of January, I think, and up until a couple months ago, just because I ran out and I haven't gotten a new one. This one is too light for me. I just haven't, every time I go to the store I forget, so I just haven't picked up another one, but I think I went through four bottles of this foundation this year, which is insane. It takes a lot for me to go through that many foundation bottles, so I love this one. I was in the shade Linen. Well, I still am, but this one's too light for me. Amazing. Probably the best drugstore foundation to ever exist. I love that foundation so much. You know what? I'm gonna go buy another one when I go to Target later because I miss it. I miss it a lot. If you guys haven't tried that foundation out, please go try it because everyone that I know that has tried it has loved it. So go try it. The next foundation, I'm throwing this in here. I don't remember if I put it in my last year's favorite video, but this is like one of my favorite foundations of all time, and I'm gonna throw it in here again. It's just that good, and that is the Lancome Tawny Dole foundation. Throughout the year, I would go between this one and the L'Oreal one, but lately I've just been using this one. This with the ColourPop primer that I mentioned in my last video is just like the perfect face combo ever. So I just love this foundation so much. I have it on right now. It just makes my skin look literally flawless, and it lasts all day long. Like I could have this foundation on for like pretty much probably like 24 hours and I'm sure it would look exactly the same like when I first put it on. This foundation is amazing. It does say it's like 24-hour wear, and I believe it. This shit lasts forever on my skin. It's also like a perfect shade match for me. I'm in the shade 250 Bisque Warm, so I just love this foundation. I've gone through I think 3 bottles of this and I can't get enough. My skin, just every time I wear it, I'm in awe. This is the last foundation, and it's funny because I don't even think in my initial video when I filmed with this foundation, like a first impressions, I don't remember if I like loved it as much as I do now, and that is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. So I never really felt some type of way about this foundation. Like I was kind of like, okay, I like it, it's like whatever. And then I remember I used this foundation early on before I even started doing Halloween looks. I did the Jessica Rabbit look that I posted during Halloween like really early on in like September, I say, like mid-September I think. I remember I used this foundation because I wanted my skin to look like flawless because it's Jessica Rabbit, and when I took photos in this before even like editing them or anything, I didn't even have to edit my skin. My skin looked perfect, like literally like a porcelain doll. It was insane. This foundation is so good. I wouldn't say this is like a good everyday foundation, at least not for me. It's too full coverage, but special occasions or like if I'm having like a photo shoot or like I want to be photographed or something, this foundation is insane. Wrong, it's really full coverage, and I'm not usually someone that wears that kind of foundation, but on certain occasions I will, and this is a foundation I will use. I think I use this in like almost every single Halloween look, and they all photographed like amazingly. So this foundation is great. I don't really care for it as a concealer because it does have the like concealer in it, but as a foundation, it's bomb. It even covered up my eyebrows when I was doing eyebrow cover-ups. Girl, this foundation is insane. So this is probably the product. I've mentioned it before, but I don't think I mentioned it enough because I just never think to mention it. It did not come out in 2019, but I'm gonna mention it again. Nobody ever mentions it, and that is the Fenty Beauty blotting powder. Okay, I've used this a ton and it doesn't even look like I ever even made a dent in this powder. I think if you buy this, you'll probably never even have to buy another one ever again. This is like the best touch-up product in the entire world. Like, I will carry this with me if I'm like going somewhere all day long, or if I go to like Disneyland or something, and like not so much during right now because my skin doesn't really get shiny when it's freaking cold outside, but like during the summer and I would go to Disneyland, hell yes, I would take this with me because I would get shiny. And literally all I do is I just take like my brush that I set my under eyes with, and I literally just do this. Like I take a little swipe, do that, and it takes away any shine without disturbing your makeup. It doesn't make your makeup look cakey. I just did my makeup, so I feel like right now is not a good time to show you, but I swear by this powder, and literally I never see anyone talk about it. Like, no one. I never see anyone. If I'm mistaken, like, and people do talk about it, I haven't seen anybody, but like, I swear, ever since this came out like 2 years ago, I have not seen anyone mention it, and it's so good. It's one of those products that I like swear by, and I don't know why more people don't talk about it because it's really good. And I feel like a lot of people touch up their makeup with like foundation powders which make you look cakey. Like, I know a lot of people use like the foundation powders, you know, like the pressed ones and like a compact to touch up their makeup through the day that makes you look cakey. Some don't, but most do, and I swear like this does not do that because it's such a thin translucent powder. Like, it literally has like no color. It has a little bit of white, but that's just because I'm like digging my finger. But I haven't tried it yet. Definitely try it because it is bomb. Moving on to my favorite bronzer probably ever, and I'm probably never going to use another bronzer again, and that is the Kylie Toasty bronzer. matches my jacket right now. Very millennial pink. I have used this to freaking death. You see how busted this looks? I have made a significant dent in this. It looks like trash, but I use this pretty much like every single day. It's the best bronzer ever. I love the color of it. It's just like my perfect bronzer shade where it's not too warm, it's not too cool. I don't have to contour anymore because it does it for me, but it also bronzes up my skin at the same time. I love this bronzer so much, and I think I just got this like maybe within the last 6 months, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's so good. I love this formula. I definitely think that the bronzers are one of Kylie's best products. They're really, really good. I've mentioned this a lot already, so I'm not going to get too into it, but I love this. If you guys haven't tried it out, definitely try it out. They do sell it at Ulta, so you don't have to like buy it online or anything. So you just like go in the store or whatever, but so good. Love this. Another bronzer that I used for the majority of the year was the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. Mine looks busted. It's been through a lot. But this is also a really great bronzer. So good. The formula is amazing. This is also another good bronzer because it does contour for you, but it also bronzes up your skin as well. Almost kind of look like the same, to be honest. Like this one might be a little bit warmer, but do the same thing. So I definitely think if you don't want to like splurge on the Kylie bronzer, which I think it's still, it might almost be like the same price because I think this one's 18. I think this is like 10. So these are both really good bronzers, but I use this for like a majority of the year. You guys knew how much I loved this. I had to like scroll back on Milani's Instagram to see like when that actually came out, and it came out like at the end of January. I mean, at the end of December of last year, so I didn't even think I had it till like 2019, but I used it for like the entire year pretty much. Next product, I don't think I really mentioned too much on my channel or anything either, but I used it so much, and that is the Melt Morning Star Highlight. You guys can see how like, can you see? I don't know, but it's really, really busted. Like it looks like it's been through it. But this is such a pretty highlighter. I love the Melt highlighter formula. This is what it looks like, and like it has this like peachy sheen to it. It is literally the prettiest highlighter. It's honestly still one of my favorite highlighters. I use it pretty much like every day. I've been using like a new highlighter lately, but this one is just so pretty. It's not like super crazy, but you can build it up to look really intense, but it's honestly more of a subtle highlight, which I liked more this year. I wasn't into like a super, super bright, intense highlight. I really liked a more subtle kind of sheen to the skin, and this one just really was it for me, especially because it does have that peachy sheen to it, like a shift to it. It really blended in with my blush a lot of the times as well. Like it's just really, really pretty, and I love it. Definitely pricey though. Like their highlighters are really, really pricey. I think they're like $38, and that's a lot. You guys know I'm a cheap bitch, so like I think I bought this with the set. Yeah, I bought it with the set with the blush that it came with at the time. It was the Genesis one, I think, like a little bit cheaper, but like individually they are pretty pricey. But I would buy another one in a heartbeat because I love the color of this one so much. It doesn't sit on the skin. It just like really blends and becomes one with the skin, kind of like you're glowing from within, and I think I use this for like the majority of the year. So alright, so moving on to concealers. First one is going to be the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I used this pretty much the entire year up until like a couple months ago. This concealer is great. It is so good. I love the formula of it. I'm in the shade 125 Light Natural. It is just so good. The formula is so nice. The consistency is great. Like it doesn't feel drying or anything, but it's not like overly creamy. It's just like such a nice consistency, and I know a lot of people actually really liked this concealer this year too. And I really like the applicator. It's just a good concealer. It's a good drugstore concealer, or just regular concealer in general. Good coverage. It doesn't feel like heavy or anything underneath the eyes. It doesn't really crease. It doesn't get cakey. So pretty much everything you could ever ask for in a concealer, this is it. Moving on to a new concealer for me. I think I've been using this for like 3 months now, but I love this concealer so much I had to put it in the video. And honestly, I feel like this is kind of a dupe for this, but this is the Kylie concealer. This formula is so good. It just feels so nice under the eyes. It's not heavy at all. Like it doesn't crease, and it's really good. Now, a lot of people say a lot of things about Kylie Cosmetics, but she kind of snapped on the concealer. The concealer is so good. Like, I have been using this pretty much every day for the last couple months, and it's just bomb. Like, you don't even really need that much of it either. It has good coverage. It's not super thick, but again, like, the consistency reminds me a little bit of the Milani one. I think this one's a little bit thinner than the Milani one, and I like the applicator. It also has like that little flat doe foot one. The shade Bone, and it's like my perfect concealer shade. Good, another product that you can just go to Ulta and pick up. It's 20 bucks, but I definitely think it's worth the $20. I love it, and that's definitely another one of Kylie's best products, I feel like. Alright, so we are moving on to lip products now. I just have a couple, and it's mainly like formula-wise. I'm going to be talking about the Huda Beauty, what are these literally called? The matte lipsticks. They're like the Power Mattes or something like that. And I believe all of these shades were part of the Throwback collection, but don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they were. This formula is so good. I know so many people have picked up the lipsticks after I talked about them too, and you also say that the formula is really good. I've got my cousins on it, my mom likes it, like my friends like it. This formula is so good when it comes to a matte lipstick. They did matte lipsticks right. It is truly a matte lipstick, but it's super comfortable. The pigmentation is there, and they just feel so lightweight on the lips. I cannot say enough good things about these lipsticks. They are pricey. I think they're like 20 something, I want to say, but they are worth it. I absolutely love these. I honestly don't really wear a lot of matte lips anymore because so many of them are just like not that comfortable, or like it's just when they like wear off, it's just not cute, you know? And these don't wear off because they are like, I mean, they do wear off, but they don't wear off ugly. Like, you know, when you have a matte lipstick or like a liquid lipstick, it just leaves that like ring. I hate that. Especially when you're eating. I eat a lot. I'm always eating, or I'm usually drinking coffee, so like my lipstick wears off pretty easily. These honestly stay on for a really long time, but they wear off really nicely. So these are like my favorite colors out of all of them. My favorite one being Board Meeting, which is like this cool toned brown shade. Not too cool tone though, but it is so pretty. So this one is Board Meeting, and then my second favorite is the one that I have on right now, which is Wedding Day. This color is so pretty. If you guys like those like mauve tones like I do, this is perfect. But they're so creamy, so smooth, but the formula is just fantastic. Like, it is so good. Another one of my favorites is Last Night. This one's a darker cool tone brown. And Game Night, which is also one of my favorites. This one's like a more true brown. Oh, this one's so pretty though. That one is Game Night. Last favorite one, this was more of a nude one. This one is Girls Trip. I don't know if this was part of the Throwback collection one, but I'm gonna throw it in here anyway. This one's like a really pretty light mauve pink, so a little bit lighter than this one, but they're all so nice, and I just truly cannot say enough good things about this formula. I'm not one to really splurge on lip products. There's so many other alternatives than having to spend a lot on a lipstick, you know? Especially nowadays, there's so many lipsticks and lip formulas, and especially like, you know, when there's ColourPop, like so many cheaper alternatives, Maybelline, but there's just something about these where like I wouldn't mind spending 20 something dollars on a lipstick because they're so good. I love the packaging. I love that you can see the color on the outside, which is so convenient. Nice to see like which one is which, and I love that they're like magnets. I like the shape of the actual bullet. They're really nice, and I like that the gradient is on the inside too. Just everything is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love those. So next is the Element Cosmetics lip liners and lip glosses. So my favorite lip liner from Element is the Dulce lip liner. This is like the perfect nude, darker nude lip liner. It's just that perfect color. It's the perfect lip liner. I use this for so many different lip products, and it's just amazing. The formula is fantastic. So good. Super, super smooth. They're really creamy. You can fill in your entire lips with this, which is nice. I always look for that in a lip liner because I hate when they're dry and they tug. These don't do that. Also, they're lip glosses. My favorite of the glosses is Dulce and Mommy Spice Latte. Dulce is like a perfect like nude gloss in my opinion. It's just like these two together, obviously they're a match, but it's just a perfect combination for a nude lip. But also this one's a new one, which is Mommy Spice Latte, but this one is so pretty. This one has quickly become my favorite. It's just the color of this one is so pretty, and these last forever on the lips. They are a little sticky, not gonna lie, but I don't mind it because my lip gloss literally lasts forever on my lips and they just make your lips look so juicy and glossy. She really did that when it came to the lip glosses because they're so good. They smell amazing and just like all the colors that she came out with were so good. So Gabby, you did that. The next one I'm gonna talk about, I actually don't have because I'm pretty sure I lost it. I lose so many lipsticks, you guys, because I switch bags so often that like they just get lost in the abyss. But this was definitely one of my favorites. I remember when I first tried it, I freaked out because I loved it so much, and that is the Time Los Angeles True Love liquid lipstick. I'll put a picture of me wearing it here, but oh my god, it was like my perfect nude lipstick. I have never found a true nude lipstick that actually looked good on me and like was a true nude, you know. I did always pair it with like a darker lip liner because I like that vibe, but I love it so much, and the formula is great. If you guys haven't tried the Time Los Angeles liquid lipstick formula, it is so good, super comfortable. You only need like one layer and that's it. And yeah, I'm really sad that I lost it and I wish I had it here to swatch for you guys, but I think I have swatches. I'll look for it somewhere in my phone. I'll put that somewhere here too. But please go check out Time Los Angeles if you guys haven't yet. Support small businesses because it matters. It's important. So I definitely want to throw that one in there because I loved it so much. Last product, and it's going to be a skincare product. I have tried so much skincare this year. Probably could have included a ton of skincare. I did have some Kylie stuff. That was also some of my favorites too, but I talk about that in my Kylie skin video. So if you guys haven't seen that, go watch that. But I definitely think my favorite thing that I think I found this year was the Pharmacy Berry Cherry Clean Cleansing Balm. This is like the best makeup remover ever, and it smells like heaven. Oh, it smells so good. I'm almost out of this one, but I just found a backup, thank god. I was like gonna run out, but I like found a backup that I had. My mom was like, oh, here, I sold this from you. I was like, thank you. I'm gonna throw this in here too because this is also my favorite and it goes hand in hand with this. This is, but let me finish talking about this. But this is the best cleansing balm ever. It's pretty much their Green Clean cleansing balm, with just a different scent. But I've tried Green Clean and it works the same. So it's just like personal preference if you like that one or this one. I just love this one because it smells really good, but this is so good. It removes all of my makeup. I use it pretty much every single day, and I'm probably going to use this forever. I love it so much, and definitely one of my favorite things I discovered this year. This goes hand in hand with this. So this is the Pharmacy Berry Cherry Bright 15% Clean Vitamin C Serum. I have gone through one bottle of this already. I just stole this one from my mom because she had one, and I was like, no, I'm going to need that back. Thank you very much. So it's so good. It makes my skin just feel so nice. It definitely leaves my skin brighter, and it just leaves my skin hydrated as well. And I just have been loving this serum so much. I've been using it for the last, I think, maybe like 6 months, I want to say. It has 4 forms of hyaluronic acid in it, so it's very, very hydrating. It brightens my skin as well. I noticed my skin got a lot brighter when I started using it, so definitely had to throw that in there because I love it. And definitely Pharmacy has been one of my favorite brands this year as well for like skincare. They're really, really great. That is everything, you guys. Holy crap. I'm shook. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. I know I am. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box. Yeah, it's the end of 2019. Holy crap. I'm super excited for 2020. I'm really excited to see what 2020 brings. This year has been insane. So much stuff has happened this year. So many good things, a lot of bad as well, but I feel like the good has definitely outweighed the bad this year, which is rare. A lot of times my years just suck, but just the things and opportunities that I've gotten this year is insane. I've gotten to work with my absolute favorite brands, which is insane to me. All the campaigns that I mentioned this in my ColourPop video, but the campaigns that I did with ColourPop are so special to me. That really was like such a emotional and meaningful and special moment to me. You guys know how much I love ColourPop, so getting to work with them so much this year has just been like a dream come true. Getting to work with Doc Martens is also like a dream. Having my face with the campaigns for the Milani palettes that came out was insane. I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but there were so many things. I just did a House Labs takeover on their Instagram yesterday. Like, it's insane. I met Lady Gaga. Like, what the fuck? Like, This year was so fucking insane. Getting invited to the House Labs launch party was probably like one of the craziest things ever too. Like, I was shook. Meeting Lady Gaga like was one of the best moments of my entire life. Like, I truly, holy crap, like what was this year? I'm so shook. And then there's like the endless amount of support from you guys. I'm gonna start crying, seriously. And I don't want to, because like, you know when you start crying when you're sick, it's just a mess. So, but seriously, you guys, thank you so much for literally everything this year. Like, I could not thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done for me, using my codes, my links, supporting me on everything that I do. It's just so, I'm so grateful. So thank you. One of the worst moments of my life happened this year as well, and just having you guys just send me messages and things like that is got me through it. So thank you for that as well. A lot of things happened this year, like personal life wise, and so many of you guys just got me through it just by sending me a simple message or a comment or a tweet or anything. So thank you for that, because it really just means so much to me. And yeah, I cannot thank you guys enough for everything this year. You guys, like, really, I'm overwhelmed thinking about like all of the love and support this year. Also, did we forget Kim Kardashian also freaking posted my mom? Remember that? Holy crap, this year was insane. Of me being emotional, because I don't like being emotional ever, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys do for me. I am so endlessly grateful. Does that even make sense? I don't know, but I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's Eve, and I'm excited to see you guys in 2020. It's a new decade. What the hell? Leave all the stuff that I mentioned down below in the description box. I will link everything for you guys if you guys want to pick them up. But yeah, I love you guys. I will see you guys next year.